Hey guys, ADHD here. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to build this awesome hamster cage survival house. This is actually something one of you guys in the comments actually requested. I believe his name was Jose Rico Taco. So it was like a really long name. It was like Jose Rico Taco. I'll put it on the screen or something right now so you guys can go check him out if you want to. But yeah, it was a pretty awesome idea. If you guys liked it in the comment, I was like, that actually sounds pretty cool. So I decided to build this one. And originally I went with like some bars, actually be kind of like a cage. But when I looked up I was doing research for actual hamster cages, and most of them do not use actual bars anymore. Most of them use more of a hard plastic shell to cover it, and then they have ventilation holes and stuff. But yeah, so I went with this design instead. I thought it looked a little better. It had a little bit better visibility and stuff like that. So went with this one. But anyway, let's get started on this. So for this build, you're going to need red wool. You're going to need white stained glass. You're going to need blue stained glass, sea lanterns, block of quartz, hay bales, cyan wool, blue wool, and we're gonna need drop that. We're gonna need a few other minor things as well later on, but I'll get to that when we get to it. But anyway, let's get started. Alright guys, so before we get started, you guys do me a huge favor and scroll down really quickly and hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. It takes you just 1 second. It really helps me out a lot. And yeah, like I said, I greatly appreciate it. And as always guys, if at any point in the video you guys feel like I'm going too fast, you can always pause or rewind it at any point in order to catch up. Alright, so we're going to start with the red wool, and we're going to be working to the right. We're going to start with the row of 15 red wool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Alright, so we have 15 red. Then we're going to do a spacing of 3. So 1, 2, 3. And on this fourth block, we're going to start another row of 15 red wool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15, just like that. Okay, and this is all going to be stacked up later, but we're just going to go and get the frame out of the way now. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take this block right here back a total of 18 blocks, guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And then we're going to do the same thing over here on this side over here. So bring this back to 18 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And it should match up perfectly over there on that side. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and connect them. No need to count them out because they're just connecting basically. Alright, and then once you have that connected, what we're going to do is we're going to go around this whole thing 2 more times just to make it 3 high basically. Pretty simple. So I'm going to go ahead and do this really quickly, but I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead. But again, just go ahead and add 2 more rows to this exact same ring we just made, making it a total of 3 high. Alright, so go ahead and pause the video right now and do this. Okay, so now we have that done. We're going to do the next thing. We're going to basically do the exact same thing with sea lanterns. So basically bring it technically adding a 4th row, but this 4th row is just sea lanterns. You don't have to use sea lanterns. You could also use glowstone, or don't have to do this at all really. You just do another row of red wool. But I just think this looks a little better because it adds a glowing effect to the whole hamster's cage, and it just makes the lighting a little bit better in there because otherwise it'll get kind of dark. So this is how I did mine. Okay. Once you've done that, now you're going to get your red wool, and you're going to go on the outside of all of this. So just take that exact glowstone row, or not glowstone, sea lantern row, or glowstone row you just added, and go around the entire outskirts of it, basically, with the red wool. And the only difference that we're going to do here is we're going to actually end up connecting this at the other end. I'll show you what I mean by that. So just to keep going, take it all the way over here, and then you're going to connect it right here. You're just going to bring it all the way across to connect it. Alright, just like that. Okay, so now that we have this done, what we're going to do is we're going to add the glass. And for that, we're going to need to get our white stained glass panes out. Or you can use regular glass, whichever one you have available to you. So what we're going to do is take this actual glass right here, basically, and we're going to actually take it across this piece and go around the entire glowstone area. And I'm going to go do the first one with you guys, but you're going to go 13 high of just a glass, just like this, guys. So again, you're going to need to pause the video real quick in a second here. And just, I'm going to skip ahead in the video. But again, it's 13 rows of just straight glass going all the way up. Alright, so this is our first row right here. And I'm going to go ahead and do this 12 more times. So again, I'm going to skip ahead, but I'd recommend you drink a swiftness potion if you have it available to you. And yeah, so again, pause the video and do this. Okay, and once you have your walls of total of 13 blocks high with this, white stained glass, or also regular glass, what you're going to do is now you're going to go on the top here, and you're going to go in one diagonal block, basically like this. And you're going to do 1 more row all the way around just like this. Just basically adding kind of like a dome to the top of it. And you can make this, more pointy if you want. But I think this is just, you know, perfect, just like this. So I'm not gonna skip ahead for this one because it's just one row. I mean, you know, it's not really a big of a deal. But that 13 takes a little bit of amount of time. So, all right. So now we have, oh, not done yet. Connected here. All right. So now the next piece, what I was gonna say, is you're gonna do diagonal one more time, and this one you're gonna just fill the entire roof up. And this is where you're gonna want to decide basically whether you want to add ventilation holes. So, you know, an actual hamster cage, this is normally where they add the ventilation holes. So if you want to make it look more realistic, you should go with that. But I'm not going to do that on mine simply because sometimes I set this world to survival mode and I don't want skeletons or like creepers spawning on the roof up here and then falling through my ventilation holes. You know what I mean? So I'm just not going to do that. But if you want to do that, you can also do that. But yeah, it's up to you. I don't really think it's necessary because you can't really even see the top of this that well. You know, maybe from the inside it'll kind of look cool to see, like look up and see the ventilation holes, like, you know, they're, you know, all the little details you added. But like I said, it's up to you. So really simple. If you want to add ventilation holes, just, you know, make holes. Not really that complicated. All right, so I'm gonna finish this up real quick, but go ahead and pause the video right now and just fill this in or add your ventilation holes, whichever one you're doing. I'm gonna skip ahead to us starting on the actual flooring down there. Okay guys, so now we have our roof done just like this. So now we have to do 2 annoying rows actually. So what we're gonna have to do is right below, basically 2 rows below the actual glowstone or whatever you used here, the sea lanterns, you're gonna want to get out some red wool, and we're gonna make a platform down here. And I'll show you why we need this in a second. But for right now, again, just create a whole floor of just red wool going all the way. And this is where our door is gonna be, but I'll show you how to do that later. But for right now, just pick this whole floor full of the red wool. Again, this is gonna be 1 block below, or actually technically 2 blocks below the you know, the sea lantern. So you can see how it looks right here. That's how yours should look as well. And you're gonna take this all the way back to the back of the you know, the actual cage. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead for this video. This build has a lot of filling stuff in at the beginning here, so there's gonna be a lot of me skipping ahead. But just go ahead and pause the video right now and fill this in. Okay, once you filled the whole floor with the red wool, we're gonna do our last row, which is gonna be with the hay bales, and this is gonna be right here. It's gonna be 1 row, you know, basically below the sea lantern. So you're gonna make sure you face them down. That's the whole reason we did that floor there, was just so we can get these hay bales to face down. If there's no block there, they do that. So that's the whole point of the actual red wool row there. You could have really used anything, but I just said red wool because it would match everything. So yeah, go ahead and do the exact same thing now, guys. Just to be filling in the entire floor with these hay bales real quick. Yet again, I'm gonna skip ahead for this. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but go ahead and pause the video right now and fill it in all these. Fill all these hay bales in. Okay, so now we have all this hay here. What we're gonna do now is do our little actual doorway, and all we're gonna do is clean this area up right here. We're just making a staircase. That's pretty simple enough, I think. But let me show you anyway. So you're just gonna bring the stairs. I would bring them like maybe 1 block in, and then remove these right here. Replace that with red wool. You want to make sure there's not like any blank spots like that, so fill that in. And then bring it back just like this. You're just gonna create like a staircase, you know, pretty self-explanatory, a staircase. So you just take that all the way up using the oak wood stairs until you get up there, just like that. So that's our entrance right there. So you're just gonna walk in just like this and get up here. And you can put like a fence gate here if you want to in order to protect it a little bit better, but I'm not gonna do that right now. So yeah, that's actually the entire, you know, inside and outside. So now we have to actually do the interior, but that's the actual structure right there. So now let's get started on the interior stuff. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna start by adding this platform up here, basically get that out the way now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go inside of our, you know, our new one we have built here, and you're gonna have a block of quartz. And you're gonna go to the top here and basically ignore this row right here. Just basically imagine you're looking at the 13 row we did, or the 13 high we did. And you're gonna go down a total of 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On that 5th block, you're gonna create a row going all the way to the left side, just like this. And you're gonna bring that out a total of 5 blocks. So this is 2. And I'm gonna drink a swiftness potion, you know, just to move swifter, just like that. So 3. And then we're gonna do a 4th. And then 1 more being our 5th. And again, if I'm going too fast, you can always pause it. And then you're gonna take this one and go all the way to the left, a total of 4. So 1, then 2, a little bit of time consuming, but we'll get it there. And then 3, and then 1 more being our 4th right here. All right, and then now that we have this done, what we're gonna do is we're gonna come to the right side here, and we're gonna make our stairs a total of 4 wide, and we're gonna bring them down every 2 rows. It's 4, and every 2 basically. So you're gonna bring it down like this. That's 2, then another 2. And bringing these down like this. I'm not going to skip ahead for this part, just because I want everybody to be able to see everything I'm doing, just in case maybe you're not understanding. Just going to bring it down by 2s, just like this. See, because that's what creates the distance where, you know, you can still use the door pretty well. Almost to the floor here. Alright, last one. Alright, and then what we're going to do next is we're going to actually do the... We'll do the actual, what's it called, the little houses over here and stuff like that. But I want to show you what I'm doing real quick first. So, on the hamster house, it has kind of a color theme. And I use blue carpet and cyan. But you can change this color palette out, basically. So if you want to do like pink and magenta, or red and black, or whatever you want to do, change that out. I would recommend going with a colorful color if you want to make it look realistic to like a hamster's house. But it's up to you guys. So now we're gonna start on the next part, which again is the actual. We'll do the hamster wheel first. That's like the most annoying part. All right, so then we'll work from there. Okay, so none of this stuff has to be exactly perfect. There's actually a lot of room in this thing. So if you're a little bit off as far as the block placement goes, it's not the end of the world. There's just so much room, as I said. So what we're gonna do for the hamster wheel, I'm gonna do mine like, I'd say maybe we'll do it 7 blocks in from the left side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, let's do 8 or 9 actually. So 9 from the left side. And again, this does not have to be perfect. And then we're gonna come forward a total of 6 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. And then from right here, actually do 7. So 9 from the left and then 7 out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then from here, we're gonna go and get out our whatever color you're using. I'm gonna be using the blue and cyan. And we're gonna start building our little, you know, like thing. So basically, you're gonna get 1 block off the ground. I'm gonna use my blue wool to go to the ground. Then from there, I'm gonna go to the right. I'm gonna do cyan, then blue, then cyan, then blue. Then I'm gonna go diagonal with cyan. And again, whatever color you're using, just kind of don't, instead of saying cyan, say pink or, you know, black or purple, whatever color you're using. Then we're gonna diagonal again with the blue. And then go to cyan, and just, you can see what we're doing here. We're just changing the colors out like this. So it's basically 5, a length, and 5. Okay, do the same thing over here. We're gonna be using cyan, my bad. And then do another diagonal with the blue. And then cyan, then blue, then cyan, then blue. Then diagonal with the cyan. Then diagonal with the blue. Then cyan, then blue, then cyan, then blue. Alright, and then connect this with the last one being a cyan. Alright, just like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring this back a total of 4 rows, guys. So whatever color, you're going to bring it back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. So actually, sorry guys, 3. Bring it back 3. I meant 4 in total. So 4 in total like this. And you're actually going to remove some of these actual blocks on this, you know, quartz here, just in order to give a room for that windmill, or not windmill, that, what's it called, treadmill, I guess is the word for it. And now we're just bringing all these colors back, just like this. And again, I'm not going to skip ahead for this part, I don't think. Just again, I want you to be able to see everything. Maybe start with 1 color and do that first, so we don't keep switching in your inventory. And then you can switch back. So almost down to the cyan here. And I'm sorry if my commentary, guys, is not as like riveting, I guess, as normal. I'm like kind of under the weather a little bit, but I really wanted to get this video out for you guys because it's been like 5 days since I made a video, sadly. I just have been really, like, not sick. I don't want to say sick. That just sounds dramatic. But just not feeling very well. I've had, like, a lot of allergies and stuff like that. So that's been kind of annoying. So that's kind of the, you know, the reason why I kind of sound a little bit sluggish in this video and a little bit tired almost. So, yeah. So bear with me. Again, we're just bringing all these colors back. A total of 3. A total of 4, technically, though. Alright. Almost done here. Alright. And then once we've done this, what we're going to do is we're going to go to these corner pockets here. And we're going to get stone, and we're going to bring them diagonal, basically, just like 2, yeah, 2 like this, on all these little corner pieces, like just like this. And then do it up here as well. And then over here. Alright. And then in the center, you want to just put a polished andesite. And connect that to the actual wall. Or actual glass, just like this. So there you go, that's our hamster wheel right there. Pretty cool if you ask me. I think it looks pretty nice. And back here you can add like a staircase if you want to get onto it, you know, easier. But I kind of like having like that free, you know, open space like that. Alright, so now on this left wall, I'm not even going to make a cut for this because I'll just get the inventory out right now with you guys. It's pretty simple. We're going to make a little, like, water, like, I don't know. I'm not, like, a hamster expert. So it's like, I think it's called, like a water bottle, I guess. But it's, like, kind of where the hamster drinks out of. I always forget what it's called. Not that I'm always thinking of what it's called, but you know what I mean. Where's the glass? I can stop rambling. Alright, so here's the glass, and then the water. And then we're going to need also... If you don't have clay, you can use anything but cyan clay. So what we're going to do is anywhere on this wall, really anywhere on this general left side, you're going to go ahead and do a little like T like this using the cyan stained glass. And then you're going to go, clay I mean. And on all 3 points here, you're going to bring it down a total of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, let's bring that up a little bit. I apologize, guys, for that. Let's bring that up a little bit. Still anywhere over here, but I would bring it up kind of a bit, you know, to actually, you know, have a good amount of water in it. And then bring all the corners down by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can do 4, or you could also even do 3, but I wanted to have like a good amount of water. Just, you know, so you have like a waterfall in your house actually if you wanted to. Just like that. And then down here at the bottom, you're going to actually plug that in using the polished andesite. And you're going to make this little nozzle type thing like this. It actually kind of looks like, you know, water might be coming out of there. And then on top, you're just going to come up here and you're actually going to pour some water in there and then close it up. And that's pretty much it. That's your little water bottle thing that they can drink out of. Really simple there. Alright, so now we have that out the way. We're going to start over here by building a little, like, you know, plexiglass shelter that he has over here. Well, I don't know if I'm saying he, assuming this hamster's a he. We're going to build a plexiglass shelter over here, though. Pretty simple. So for that, what we're going to do is we're going to actually get out some cyan or blue stained glass will work fine. And we're going to start, I would say maybe get 4 blocks away from the wall and maybe 1 block off. So 1 block off and maybe 4 or 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do 5. And then bring that block out a total of, we'll say 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's a good amount of room. And as I said, none of this stuff has to be perfect because it's just like we're just kind of building. There's a lot of extra room in here. There really is. So don't worry about anything as far as space goes. You'll be good. All right. And then we're going to take this all the way to the left, this back block all the way to the left, a total of 6 as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to bring it forward. Actually, bring it back 8. We have enough room just to make it a big shelter. Bring it back 8 and then bring it forward until it matches up with this side. All right. And then we're going to bring this up a total, we'll bring it up by a total of 4. Why not? And again, I don't even think this is exactly the same as the other one, but it doesn't really matter. It's just about getting all the things you need in the actual build. Alright, so there's 3, and then 4, and then do the back as well. And this is just kind of like a shelter within a shelter. Obviously the whole thing is a shelter, but this is just kind of like, you know, what a hamster would go into to like actually like, you know, I don't know, chill, I guess. And then make the roof kind of like actually coming off like, you know, in like this basically. And we're just gonna cover all the way through the top. Alright, and then I also know that like a lot of hamsters basically make their beds out of like toilet paper. So what we're gonna do to simulate that kind of is get white carpet, and we're gonna fill the entire inside of the white carpet just like this. And we're gonna have to move some of that carpet actually, to be honest, so we can put the resources we need up there or in here actually, but we'll do that in a second. Alright, so now that we have this out the way, we're actually almost done with the actual furnishing. And then we have to actually, well, not furnishing, I mean like the actual like accessories. Then we have to furnish it by adding all this stuff, like, you know, but we'll do that last. So over here, what we're going to do is we're going to come to this corner. We'll come out a total of 3 in the diagonal blocks, or actually come out 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then go diagonal from there all the way to the other ends. And then remove all this just like that. And then get some white, what's called some white carpet and go along it just like this. And then fill it in, so like you have like a little bit of an infinite water source inside your actual build here, so you don't have to necessarily leave if you don't want to. And you can even, you know, dig deeper down, like, you know, that area we have down there, and actually build like a pretty nice actual build, you know, like a garden or something under there if you wanted to. All right, so now our actual structure right here is done. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start filling this stuff up with, you know, everything we might need. So what I did was over here, I built like a guest bedroom really quick. But let me just go and do the bars real quick first. So for the iron bars, what I did was I started the iron bars about over here, maybe 4 blocks in, and started going all the way this way. And this just so you know, you don't have to put this, but just so when you're walking, you can feel a little bit safer, you know, just, you know, you don't want to die. That's always, you know, something you don't want to happen in Minecraft. So, and I don't think it's actually a death fall. But anyway, I'm sorry guys, I'm like really out of it today. I'm so tired and, you know, not feeling very well. But anyway, so now we have that out the way. We're gonna start furnishing this. So you just remove our inventory just like that. And I'm gonna get out some chests, some ender chests, some crafting tables, some furnace, brewing stand, anything we might need. We'll get some anvils, a jukebox. Yeah, I think that should be good right there. And right up here, we're gonna make our guest bedroom. I actually forgot one thing, the bed. So guest bedroom will be right here. We're just gonna put, like, you know, just pretty simple. Put a bed right here. On the left, we're gonna put a crafting table, a furnace, and then we're gonna give him 2 chests. You know, doesn't need too much. It's just a guest. And then over here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually start making this area a storage place. So we're basically gonna go by 2s. So leave a space of 2, and then leave a space of 1, and then just go like this the rest of the way, just leaving a space of 1. I'm sorry guys if you hear me sniffling. This is actually like, I love these videos. I love, you know, making them, but today it's just killing me. And then over here, we're gonna put in this corner just to even things out. We'll just put like an ender chest so it's not all awkwardly ending like that. Alright, so that's what we have over here. And that's our top floor basically. And you could change any of this up as always guys at any point if you need to. And then down here, this is our master bedroom, you know, because it's just kind of more convenient. Put 2 beds. Have to remove our carpet for that. Then we're gonna put 2 chests. Not like that. Ugh, I gotta fix that. I'll fix it in a bit. And just like this. And then over here, we're gonna go and do a crafting table and a furnace. And then over here, we're gonna do an anvil and also a ender chest. And if you want, you can add a jukebox somewhere easily, like right here if you wanted to. We can do a brewing stand right here and put the jukebox. You can put the brewing stand on top of the furnace too if you wanted to save room. But that's pretty much good right there. So now we're gonna start adding like the color palette for the actual stairs getting up here real quick, which is really easy as well. So for that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get out the, what is it called? The carpet. They're gonna get the cyan carpet and also the blue carpet. And we're gonna take this up the rest of the way basically. So, you know, let me just see where I actually started. I think it was this blue. So the first row is gonna be blue. Then the next row is gonna be cyan. And you're just gonna continue doing this the whole way up. So, you know, I'm just gonna just do the cyan part first. I'm gonna try and do this all in one take right now just because I really am tired. I don't really know if I can how long it's taking me to edit this video, so I don't want to make it too many cuts right now. Alright, so there you go, perfect. And then all these white parts right here we're gonna fill with blue. And again, whatever color palette you're using for your design, whether you're using purple and magenta or red and blue, whatever you're doing, just, you know, switch these colors out. Actually kind of looks nice with the white there, but I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna remove it anyway. Alright. Then you can decide whether you want to add carpet along this whole top area right here. I think on that one I did, but I think I'm gonna leave it like this just because I kind of like how it looks. Like this looks a little more classy in my opinion. I actually didn't like how that one had, like, you know, the spacing for the actual chest and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it like this. But if you want to add carpet up here, you can do that as well. But that's pretty much it, guys. There's not really too much to this house. It's actually pretty awesome if you ask me, and it's just a really cool house to live in, I think. So you know, you can see the effect, the difference it has having that carpet up there. It actually adds a little bit more color to the build. But I personally actually like that classy feel of the actual, you know, quartz block up here. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new here, definitely subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. I build loads of crazy Minecraft builds all the time. Normally, the tutorials are a lot more clean cut than this. I'm just really under the weather, as I said. So I have, like, you know, the NES house. I have a Game Boy house over here. I have a rainbow, you know, light up rainbow over here. All kinds of stuff right here. I have a Bomo house that I'm basically in the midst of building right here. Almost finished with them. And you have the Game Boy, like I said, a FNAF apartment building, pretty much anything you can think of. You know, I built it. I have a whole series in cartoon houses. Definitely check that out. If you guys hit the like button, that would be awesome too. But thank you guys so much for just watching this video. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Adios.